Alright, y'all already know what it is. And we're back at it again. It is windy as shit out
A pleasure to work with
here.
you, Solid.
Check it out. Look, I want to talk about this week's One Piece, man. I have been a big fan of One Piece. I'm not gonna like I'm not someone who's been here since the start. I hopped into One Piece in like the Shield raid. I needed to see Kaido get his head beaten. Also, just need to see Kaido. I'm a big fan of Kaido. I feel like Kaido had so much mystery around him, and that's the one thing Oda does that just keeps astonishing me. He adds mystery to these characters. He adds all these misconceptions that we have that I'm just like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is the thing. I really want to get into that because let me just speak to you about Garland. My first introduced Garland, we all got introduced to him doing Egghead. No, a little bit before Egghead, like Egghead, a little bit, you know what I'm saying, around that time. So nonetheless, I don't know what the fuck his fruit is. He has to have a fruit. There's no way he's just powering up all hockey, but I do believe his hockey has to be strong. I mean, a guy like Garland becoming one of the elders is, oh man, I don't even know. I wish I could really give them a level for power wise, but sometimes I feel like once we do that in certain medias and whatnot, it kind of just throws off the story. And this is the thing, I cannot sit here and fucking power rank how strong Garland is compared to these other guys, because let me tell you something, skill outweighs it all. Skill is only shown by what Oda is going to show us, so I'm not going to say their power is so crazy now, but I'm going to assume, because we can do that, we can make assumptions all day. Garland looks strong, he feels strong. I looked at Garland for the first time and instantly all I could think of straight or. Like, man, that guy is full of it. Now, the thing about Garland is, we thought that maybe he was just a man of the Celestials. He really didn't have too many of his own personal goals. Kind of just did what he did and was falling into it. But seeing what you can see in this chapter, he has his goals and alignments. You know what I'm saying? He has things he wants to see coming from fruition as well. Shit, as we can see, he stabs Shanks and Shamrock's mother. He's like, I already have a wife. It ain't you. You know what I'm saying? And he lets her go. You know, begin the preparations. He's letting them know basically this is a buster call. This buster call, not only are the Celestial Dragons, the Roger Pirates, and then you also have the Rocks Pirates fighting. You have simply the fact of the nation of God Valley itself being an affront, something that's disrespectful to the Celestials, which we all know they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. They ain't shit. But Garland, nonetheless, we're more interested in his story. We're getting background on Shanks' family. We see his mother, apparently, Dragon runs into her. And let's see what Dragon's talking about. So as you can see, Dragon here, now we all know Dragon's with the Revolutionary Army, and the Revolutionary Army ain't with that playing with people's lives and shit. Now Dragon, this is us getting some background on him, because we really haven't gotten any background. Now I will say, a lot of people who speculated that Dragon was a Marine and such things like that, y'all are geniuses, because I'm not gonna lie, even though some of the facts probably were out there, I still wasn't too sure. But I mean, of course, seeing how he is Garp's son, he probably would want to follow in the footsteps of his father. But you know, Dragon has his own morals, his own thought process, which is also something that could be bad in One Piece, depending on who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Now you have Dragon talking to one of his officers who clearly is higher than him, and he's letting him know, like, yo, they unarmed, we don't need to do this, like, they look like normal civilians, but they're telling him don't worry about that. Now I'm gonna tell you something right now, we all know Dragon don't play that. Now we do see a scene later, I don't even think I captured it, I'm sorry guys, but a scene later where he runs into Shanks and Shamrock's mother, where runs into her dying and other people kind of rallying around her, trying to, I guess, figure out the situation. And she asking that, don't let them take my kids, save them. So we're gonna see next in the next chapter, in the next few pages, what is going to happen with that. I mean, we can only assume that Dragon was the one who hid Shanks in a chest. And well, we don't really know what happened with Shamrock. I guess maybe he fumbled the bag with Shamrock, and at least if he couldn't save them both, he could save one. Saving one person is better than saving none, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he probably still has a little bit of shame and feels bad for it. But we're gonna see that. I'm just glad that we're finally getting a little bit of exposition on what the fuck Dragon has going on, because for a long time I didn't think his story would be boring, but I just did not know. And honestly, I needed this, because the lore we got about Rocks being a Davy Jones, a Davy, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some more exposition on what the hell the Will of D is, and that's important too. So I hope you guys are excited as I am. Nobody's really been doing it, but start leaving some comments. I want to have more conversations. You guys are watching the videos, and that's great, and I really, 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 really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those guys who's sitting here like, yo, I gotta be big like this. No, but I am glad you guys are tapping in, and I want to have more conversations. I don't have a bunch of friends who I'm like speaking to about this stuff, and that's not to say I don't have a bunch of friends, but it's just like they're not into this as deep as I'm into it, and I'm into it enough to where I'm talking to you guys about it. So tap in, let me know what you guys are thinking. I really need to know, because it can't be just someone like me, unsure and also kind of not really too confident in certain theories and aspects. But then again, I mean, once your mind is blown and you're proven wrong, shit, all I can say is, hey, I was wrong, bro. Y'all, some of you guys were spot on, and damn, you guys are great. Thank you. Tap in.